I believe we are green, and I think we are. Yes, we are. So, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to MS IndyCar World Series season finale here at the Sakhir International Circuit in Bahrain on the outer layout. Joining me in commentary box today is pretty much as always, Miran. Welcome.
Yes, good afternoon to you, Kai. It is great to be back with IndyCar after quite a long hiatus. But the championship decider, or no, is this the
Yeah,
championship
this is
decider?
the championship decider.
This is the championship decider, the round 9 out of 9 of the IndyCar Championship, and we will see the fight between a total of 5 drivers. All of them will go in to the championship fight here at Bahrain, but only one will come out as champion. So today is the day to crown our second and final IndyCar champion.
Yeah, and the odds do look interesting. You know, we have Landal, Ankudinova, Moreira, Nura Shakadam, and Adrian Fraser in the title fight. 5 drivers, 5 different teams, and 2 different tyre manufacturers. As for the teams championship, it's a fight between 3 teams. It's Archangel, EVC Motorsport, and Haubitsa Racing. Full Reynard lockout for the championship. Reynard, speaking of them, they already claimed the constructors chassis manufacturer championship. Honda have already claimed the engine manufacturer championship, and then it's a battle between Goodyear and Firestone, with Goodyear having 6 points of advantage over Firestone coming into the final race. So definitely a lot of stories, such as Yuto Horigoma, for example, seeking his first points of the season. But most importantly is the championship fight.
Yes, indeed. It's looking Erik Landal, obviously, after a very good round at Monza, as opposed to Sofia Ankudinova, now has a 24-point championship lead, but it might be nullified here by Ankudinova starting on pole position. And speaking of pole position, I think now would be a good time to take the grid.
Yep, and I'll take over for the top 17. You can get the bottom one, and on pole position is Sofia Ankudinova, the closest rival of Erik Landal in this championship, capitalizing on anything she can. You know, she lost the title last season, in unfortunate circumstances, and she's definitely not wasting any opportunities. She is going to try to win that sweet IndyCar title. Joining her on the first row of the grid is a surprise. Welcome, Jack Cara. That's a big one. That's unexpected. The McLaren driver really shining through here, surprising everyone. Then you have Adrian Fraser, another championship contender, in third. Joining him is Roberto Moreira in fourth. Then you have Ankaya in fifth, Elnura Shakadam in sixth, and then the championship leader, Erik Landal from Denmark. He can become IndyCar's champion today, but nothing is certain yet. It's not over till it's over, as we always say. Then we have Avgnaget, Keith, Gyutjern, ending the top 10. Then we have Herhold, Nguena, Bardachenko, Van der Schuttkvarn, Mitch Johnson, Zigalit, Friedman, and Mark Tander rounds of the top 17.
Geert will start in 18th position with Pedro de la Lamy in 19th, and then you have Samuel Ace rounding out the top 20. Yaya Tunde will start P21 with Morten Ruben Weitz starting in 22nd. Then it's Patrizia Andriana di San Marino, followed by Jake Tiddesley and lowly qualifying for the Brit. Going to be important now when Archangel are looking to clear out the Constructors' Championship as well. Ulken Doptar starts in P25 with Marcos Aguirre, quite lowly qualifying for him as well. Adri Key starting 27th with Matthew Wattenberg in P28. And Silva Spånberger Weitz in 29th with Darren Watkins in P30. Shimon Witt takes the 31st position with Fritz van het Slot P32. And taking the final 2 spots on the grid will be Yuto Horigoma of Penske Racing and Maurice von Ackermann of Zenith Works.
Yep, plenty of action in the grid. I think we should just begin. No further talks. Let's just get this championship over. Let's crown a new champion. So let's get the overhead shot. The lights are coming on. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Lando, or is it going to be the other 4 drivers? The lights out, and away we go in Bahrain. And it's a very good start from Antonino, but Jack Cara on the inside line using that P2 grid slot to an advantage. And the Australian shoots into the lead. Moreira tries to go for second. He has gone for second. He is through. He is not through just yet. Still side by side.
And I would just mention Erik Landahl in the back and has a very good start as well, and he's immediately on the back of these two. Moreira's going to be there on the inside line, heading into the braking zone. Landahl's going to try to pick up the scraps from the battle, but a good start from Jack Cara then, as he got a very good getaway off the line, and late on the brakes into turn 1, it saw him being able to get past Ankudinova, but yeah, Sofia will hold second for the time being.
As that's Horigome off. Not a way you really want to... Hold on, Mirandu.
That is...
I mean, we're gonna ignore what happened in the incident between, like, Horigome and Von Ackermann. What is Ackermann doing in here in the first place?
I have no idea what he is trying, but yeah, that is an absolute track limits violation if I've ever seen one.
And there's going to be a 5-second time penalty for Maurice Van Ackermann. That is appalling. I mean, that is...
It's understandable. It's been a very difficult season for him. There's Adrik Keith on the inside line of... I think that was... not quite sure.
I think that was Vit. Might have been Vit. But back to the front. Tanda is sending moves. But as you said, Lionel got a very good start. Ankaya, meanwhile, now bogging down in the final corner. Okay, there you go. Finally. And you know what? Let's get a rewind. Let's get a replay of Landal's start, because you don't just casually go from P7 to nearly P3 in one corner. Look at this. So first of all, gets a good getaway compared to El-Nouri Shakalam. Already passes him. And then in the run to turn 1, Moreira right in front of him. He just says, that's my place, and dives to the inside of 2 cars, and that's him up into 4th. And now he's up into 3rd as he has passed Moreira.
A bit uncharacteristic from Adrian Fraser when Landahl tried to move. He just moved out of the way, which is something you would not expect him to do, as we just see him make a very daring move onto Roberto Moreira, who's now falling down positions, so things are not looking good for him at the moment.
Yeah, Fraser maybe didn't want to risk it and lose all of it into turn 1, you know. It is, after all, a championship fight. You don't want to end your season.
Was that smoke coming out of the back
that's
of the
dust.
car?
That's dust.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's, the track is pretty dusty, as, you know, as per rules of being in the middle of a desert.
Mm-hmm. John Keith, though, running very well at the moment behind El-Nouri Eshag Adam, the man who's 4th in the championship at the moment. Eshag Adam, obviously, currently running a nice 5th, as I think I saw a few position changes at the back, so I thought maybe someone had gone off or something, but...
no, it's just your average IndyCar race. Meanwhile, Keith pushes El-Nouri Eshag Adam wide into turn 1. A bit of contact there, a bit of a nudge, and we can see multiple fights here. Van der Schütt and Gnaget side by side. Mavondo and Guan are doing really well today in that Swift chassis of Kazakhstan Racing.
Yeah, we know the Swift chassis obviously isn't the best of cars, yet Nguema seems to have pulled off a lot of good qualifying performances throughout this season, and there's contact between Ace and Wattenberg, and that's going to drop the American down a lot of positions.
Oy.
As everyone tries to get past, and yeah, another wheel banging moment there between Ace and Ulter Optar, that is.
That's luckily no damage to anyone. Don't know how, but I guess they're just lucky. Back to the front, though, Ankurinova is catching up to Jack Cara. The slipstream effect is already coming into play. And look, oh no.
Oh dear, yeah, this is going to be a bit difficult. Now remember, in Monza, traffic was a very big thing, and Horigome was obviously one of the main culprits for traffic, and I believe he was awarded a DSQ at
He was.
at Monza. Yeah. Spreadsheet marks him as a DNF, but I think
Oh yeah,
he was
that's probably my
disqualified.
mistake. Yeah, he is a DSQ. I must have made a mistake there. He was disqualified, and he's under the watchful eye of the stewards. So if he continues his antics in a Nick Tander-like style, you know, he might get himself a nice hefty season ban.
Yeah, things are gonna be. The stewards are gonna be watching even further, obviously, with an important championship decider like this. But it should. I don't think you. I think Yuto probably has learned from his mistakes that he did at Monza, and Ankudinova having a look on the inside line there, giving Kara a bit of a nudge. That sees the Ukrainian into the race lead, and Erik Landal slip past as well for second.
Wait, full course yellow. We're
What's
having
happened?
a caution. We have a caution.
Something's happened to Wattenberg.
Oh,
Oh my goodness!
how is he still driving? No wonder we have a caution. Dearie me, look at that.
That's a major shunt into the barriers. Once again, I have to say though, the Panos chassis, because Wattenberg has had a lot of clout with the barriers in the season, I have to say. But I mean, he's still able to continue somewhat.
You can even see some suspension arms falling out of the car. He's still going on, but that's a man. Oh dear, that's. Look at that. The
Delalami is so lucky.
Yeah, Delalami is, I think, the luckiest man alive at the moment. Look at this. Jesus. That is not what you want to see, but this has triggered a proper caution now, and the rules here are simple. You race to the line.
Things are gonna get interesting now. As there's Di San Marino having a look on Van der Schut Kvarn. Are we under FTY?
No. So basically, it's a race to the line. You race to the finish line, and then afterwards the field is frozen.
Oh, okay. So things should be frozen now then.
Now,
There
yeah.
is the Toyota Supra safety car. The
Yes.
first time we've seen it in IndyCar.
Yes, historical moment.
It's the first time I recall seeing a safety car as well in MLS.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think we might have had it before in one of the previous seasons, but yeah, safety cars will become a proper.
that's an issue.
How? Okay, Yuto's season has gone from bad to worse. What has he done? No.
He's hit the safety car.
You know what?
I don't think there's any worse way to embarrass yourself in IndyCar. Oh my god.
I don't think-
Ankudinova is very lucky not to get damage.
Meanwhile,
Very,
Kara
very
has
lucky.
passed Fraser. He's gonna have to give that position back. Because that's under the safety car. He should slow down soon. Yeah, there you go. Let's Fraser through. But or does he? I think
don't know.
I think Fraser might have given him a bit of a winger is it finger wag? There you go. I just say winger. A finger wag. There you go.
Can't say the other thing on stream.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Nguena has damage. I think from hitting the back of Horigoma. Oh dear. That's unlucky, especially since that would have been big points for Kazakhstan Racing. But yeah, Miran, can you even comment a situation like that?
I mean, I think it's really stupid from Yuto Horigoma. There was massive amounts of space between him and the safety car, and obviously I don't know why he didn't respect it. He just drove straight into the back of the safety car.
But
Maybe he was on the assumption that he could overtake it and lap it or something, but I don't know. It's just kind of stupid to me.
You on the onboard. Look at the damage on Ankudinova because of the crash. Look at the nose. It's kind of
That is-
squished.
Yeah, that's gonna impair the airflow a bit, obviously. So that could give Landal a tiny advantage. over Ankudinova on the restart.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, still, on the onboard, you could have seen that Horigome kind of oversteered right on the curb. He got wheel spin, but still, that doesn't justify any of what just happened. And that's certainly one way to end the IndyCar Championship.
Yeah, and your IndyCar season, I would say.
And maybe even your MMS career.
Maybe. But this is going to be an interesting restart then, whenever we do get it, obviously. I think we're going to get it announced when the safety car's coming in.
We will get announcements. It's usually 2 laps under the safety car, and then they come in. But yeah, good call from the caution lads, I'd say.
The caution lads. Yeah, the race direction have done a good job, I'd say. It was a very, very quick call as well, so...
Yeah, you don't want to waste time on accidents like that, especially when you see a car on 2 wheels.
But now that the field is frozen, this is going to be... I think this is going to benefit one person a lot, Erik Landahl in second, obviously, now that he is close to the back of Ankudinova, obviously. That gap was about a second prior to the safety car, so Landahl has had he's been quite lucky with this.
He has, and he can get his maiden win in this scenario, in this season, because mind you, he's leading the championship without a single win to his name. Just
Bless
a
you.
single P2. Thank you.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy to think that he is leading the championship on 24 points up until this point, and he's only scored 1 podium to his name. That really goes to show, once again, that consistency is key in IndyCar.
Yeah, he has scored points in every single race this season, which is, I think, he's the only driver to do that, I think. I might be wrong.
Yes, he is.
But yeah.
That is correct. I think the closest person to... the closest person to even come close to that is Ankudinova, and she broke her point streak by finishing P25 at Monza. So
Yeah, and that was one hell of a finish on the final lap. But anyways, the pace car is coming in, Miran, and we're about to have a race restart for the first time in history in IndyCar, and it's a decent getaway for Ankudinova, I believe, but look at the train of cars behind her. Landahl is definitely going to use it, but look at Kara, look at Moreira, they are the ones pulling to the inside, and Landahl doesn't go for a move, and Jack Kara retakes the race lead.
how many cars was that? That was about 3 cars. He just sent it down the inside of it. It's worked somehow for Jack Kara. Moreira is through on Landahl, so it's not really the dream start that the Dane was hoping for. There's Elnur Eshak Adam onto Adrian Fraser, but Fraser swinging around the outside is gonna get the Sudan man, as Bardachenko and Mark Tander side by side as well. Johannes Afganaga trying to make something there. Di San Marino on the outside line of Friedman, as this battle for 11th position is going on at the moment. Afganaget on the inside line, then as they're going to head into the final corner, will he be able to get it?
I think he'll be able to squeeze through. He goes to the inside, Patrizia Di San Marino follows Afganaget through. Hold on. A gdzie? Okay. As I am back into the commentary booth. So Ankudinova with a comfortable lead of 7/10 over Moreira. Then you have Kara and Landahl in 4th with 32 points to his name currently, so he is still champion, but it's still not a comfortable position because, you know, he's not in the race lead, he's not even on the podium at the moment, so even if he does win the championship, I think it would be a bit bittersweet. But anyways, as we move forward, Avgnaga to the inside of Jern is going to be contact. Not yes, there will be some wing bagging, of course there is. Friedman tries to get involved. Jern tried to make a retaliation move, but didn't really succeed. And Friedman is on a roll here.
Yeah, Friedman is doing very, very well at the moment. As I say that, Zedan Kaya and Friedman do make a bit of contact. Out of turn number 3, that is. So Ankaya will be ahead of Friedman for the time being.
Anyways, as we go down the order, not much happening apart from Moreira being on the back of Ankudinova, and Kara is feeling the pressure from Erik Landal, the championship leader. Will the McLaren driver be able to defend? I don't think he will be able to, as Landal is already going to the inside. Moreira not sending it just yet. Landal does it, squeezes Jack Kara very wide, but Jack Kara tries to respond on the inside. Gets a bit of a tanks up, and that's Kara out of podium positions.
Yeah, that could be the Australian driver's first podium chance. But I won't say it's gone for forever, considering we're not even at the halfway point of the race so far. So anything can still happen, and I'm sure it will.
Yeah, that's true. Meanwhile, Pedro de Lamy trying to go through Van der Schutvarn. Tilsey trying to punch his way through the field, not really successful at it. Gained only 1 position from the start. Shimon Ville in front of him doing really well. Agura quite low down the order. Keith sliding through, and Wattenberg being lagged. But here we go. The battle for the race lead. Moreira and Ankudinova, the 2 IndyCar veterans, really. Battling for the race lead. Moreira doesn't send it. He's oddly patient as Kara goes for Landal. Landal made a mistake. I don't know what happened there, but Landal just... he's lost it.
Now, this is going to be an interesting battle, though. Moreira versus Ankudinova. They're separated on 2 points in the championship. So this fight is going to be determining who comes out ahead of who in the championship, obviously. And Elnur Eshag Adam, who we see there in the background, John Keith, and then Adrian Fraser could all get involved in the battle for the lead. But Landal and Kara, obviously, now that they're battling for 3rd, this is not benefiting either of them because they're losing time on Ankudinova and Moreira. So I think the best thing here would be for both drivers to not try anything for a while and just try and cooperate, even though as uncharacteristic as that might sound. But I'm gonna interrupt that talk as Moreira is gonna go on the inside line of Sofia Ankudinova into turn 1. Easy move for Roberto Moreira, and it takes the lead here at Bahrain.
As Landal gets through Kara, and they lost so much time, as he said, that now Elnur Shakadam and John Keefe and Adrian Fraser all are at the back of Jack Kara. So yeah, you lose heaps of time when you battle in this series, and you can see it clearly with your eyes. Not many moves being made here. Drivers are still trying to just get it home. Ilva Spanberger fights here side by side with that's Jake Tilsey, as Tilsey is down to 24th. He's not even gained a single position this race as Tunde has gone past him. Back to the front, I think the battle for the lead is still going on. Jan Kurinova regained all the time lost to Roberto Moreira. Now into turn 1. Is it going to be a counter-attack? Yes, it is. To the inside goes the Ukrainian, and it's going to be an easy maneuver. Not really. Moreira tries to fight back, but Ankudinova does a bit of a squeeze, a bit of a pinch, but Moreira on the outside actually finds the speed, finds the traction, and the battle is not over. The Portuguese driver is going to go to the outside, pinch Ankudinova to the inside line, and they're still side by side. A beautiful battle, but Moreira defends. Beautifully done.
That was absolutely wonderful, but look how much time they've lost. Erik Landal, who was about 1.5 seconds off these guys, is now completely on the back of Sofia Ankudinova, so this has benefited him massively. But really great battle between Moreira and Ankudinova, showing the respect that both have, and they're also going all out for the positions, because these are crucial points of the championship. And now we have the top 3 in the Drivers' Championship all separated by 0.5 of a second here.
It's going to get tight. Look at Ankurinova. She got the run with the slipstream to the inside of the veteran of the sport. I think the man who won 2 opening rounds of the season. Moreira drops that out of podium completely for a second. He got a very poor exit. Landal is through. Kara thought about it, but didn't go for it. As Erik Landal now back into second, back into chasing down Sofia Ankurinova. Fraser nearly goes into the back of John Keefe. Bardachenko has joined this fight. Mark Tander, out of nowhere, might be a contender for race lead.
Yeah, that's absolutely incredible. Look how many cars. As you said, there are so many people involved in this fight for the race lead, and it is absolutely thrilling to see, because there is so much that could come out of this at the final round, the championship decider as well. I mean, really, it's just hard to judge on what is gonna happen here, because we really do not know. Any one of these 3 guys could come out as champion.
Yeah, and if you remember what happened in Monza, we had a dramatic final corner, final lap crash, which took Ankurinova out of points. Speaking of taking Ankurinova out, there is Landal taking her out of P1, demoting her down to maybe even P3, because look at Roberto Moreira on the outside to the inside, side by side. We're gonna have a repeat of the battle we saw 2 laps ago, but this time Ankurinova defends way earlier than Moreira did, as Keefe gets Elnura Shakadam. Not really a bit of contact between the two. The number 27 EVC Motorsport car sends Keefe a bit wide, and the Asian Fraser on the outside line. He's going to try and get it. Beautiful move into the chicane, under braking, gets the neutral driver. No, he doesn't. They're going to be still battling side by side. Fraser gets the better run. They nearly bank tyres. Bardachenko has a front row seat to this battle, as it's going to be the Tish Duncan car, I believe, that might come out on top. The outside line does seem a bit better. Keefe goes a bit wide. He tried to push Fraser. They're still side by side, but Fraser defends and comes out on top, back to the front. It's actually pretty calm.
Yeah, now here is the big question, obviously, for Sofia Ankudinova. Is she gonna try and go all out, as Bardachenko does go all out, gets his elbows out of John Keith, and Keith is gonna go down a few positions, and he will not be happy about that. I am very sure of it. There's Morten Ruben Veit battling with Hirt and Di San Marino, as the Dutchman will get the Swede for position number what is that? 16th. Yes. But Ankudinova, the big question here will be, considering this is the championship finale, and the lap times, you know, the laps are counting down and all that, she's running out of time. Will she, you know, try and attack a lot, considering what happened in Monza? Or is she going to try and back off and just wait for the perfect opportunity? Because there are a lot of
I think you have your response, Mira. Look at the wide bump and run on the championship contender. Landal goes down 3 positions, and Ankudinova retains the lead in questionable fashion. But, I mean, people do like to see those situations. This is why you watch DTM and all the touring car stuff.
He is gonna be absolutely fuming, I am sure, of Erik Landal. But Sofia Ankudinova has taken back the race lead in a very controversial fashion. But I think things have now swung back in favor of Ankudinova.
Meanwhile, Tilsey, a bit of contact between Tunde and Van der Schildkvaart in front. Tilsey trying to fight back, and that's not gonna work. But yeah, back to the front. Ankudinova, Moreira, Kara Landal, and Elnur Shakadam. Miran,
what is the live? Yeah, what is the live championship so
the
far?
live championship is that Landal would still be champion.
Oh, okay. I thought Ankudinova would have it in first and Landal in fourth.
No. Ankudinova needs to score 25 points or more.
That is going to be a very big ask for Ankudinova, considering Landal is running in fourth. So Ankudinova is going to have to hope for some Monza-type miracle. Or I wouldn't say that, but yeah, some Monza-type stuff to happen to Landal. For her to win the championship here, but who knows what could happen.
It's definitely going to be a gripping finale. It's motorsport. And MMS is not afraid of having a few controversial title finales here and there. I'm obviously looking at Nick Tanner when I say those words. But here we go, main straight once again. All of the championship contenders on it. Will Moreira do it? No, it's going to be Landal doing it onto Jack Cara. Moreira might do a bump and run. Yes, he does. And Kuninova gets sent very wide into the corner. And that is Eric Landal not going through. That's Cara trying to defend but failing. And now Eric Landal is on the back of Sofia Ankudinova. And it's going to be a gripping fight. I think Landal will try and finally attack the previous race leader.
Yeah, things are getting interesting here. Landal has surprisingly seemed to keep a calm head throughout all of this, so it's good to see. Got Jake Tilsley there down in 20th, who I believe will not score any points so far. But the question will be, because we've talked about the drivers now a lot, how is the constructors looking? Because I would assume Archangel will take it home.
Yeah, the team's championship is in favor of Archangel at the moment, as we can see. Oh, that's good. Yeah, with damage. I knew I saw a wing, and that is contact with Siegfried Friedman, but I don't know. There was space.
Yeah, it looked like Friedman ran a bit wide and Gutian just wasn't on the brakes.
He tried to go for a gap there, you can clearly tell, but then he straightens out his steering wheel.
Yeah, to be fair, that I'd say that's a racing incident. I mean, can't.
Hertz though nearly goes to the back of Johnson. Ruben Weitz gets his run compromised. Back to the front, and Lura Shakagan gets moved by Fraser. Ankudinova loses the position to Eric Landal, and this pretty much solidifies the day as champion. But it's 8 laps to go, and nothing is certain as of yet.
Of course. Don't think we should call things before they happen. We have a very, very bad history with that, I should just mention, you and I.
Yeah.
So let's not say anything's gonna happen. It's never over until it's over. As there is Morten Ruben Weitz round the outside of Pedro Della Lamy.
Della Lamy though.
Yeah, he's gonna hang on to that position. No, it's gonna be Weitz who gets it.
Yeah, still though, Della Lamy definitely still showing that he knows what to do. Maybe.
I have to say, drivers are really struggling through the chicane. I notice a lot of guys are getting the rear ends out through the chicane. It seems to be that they're struggling for grip.
Maybe the tires are running down in this desert heat. We are racing in full sun conditions, so definitely tire deg is there. Meanwhile, Landal chasing down Moreira, trying to get his first win of the season, as that's Fraser and Allura Shakaram still battling. Fraser defends and keeps his P5 as it stands.
Yeah, those two have been battling away quite a lot as we ride on board with Erik Landal, the number 50 Archangel Racing Team car. As look at this guy, that is Jacques Yutian, who came into the pits. So might he be a bit of traffic to these guys? Who knows?
Not really. He is pulling away from them actually. That's the shocking thing. He's pulling away from the lead pack. He has fresher tires. He has more paces than Ankudinova. Speaking of having more things, Ankudinova has a bit more bravery and pushes Landal once again very deeply. Cara goes into third. Landal down to fourth, and now Adrian Fraser joins this battle with Elnura Shakaram close behind. Ankudinova is now going after the race lead, and Landal's progress has been pretty much reset again.
You have to admire Ankudinova's due diligence here. I mean, you would think she'd be a bit more conservative with the overtakes after what happened in Monza, but no, she's just going for it time and time again, getting the elbows out. I mean, obviously in the eyes of Landal, he would not be happy with this type of driving, but I don't know, she doesn't seem to show any signs of stopping with the overtakes.
As soon as you say that though, oh, it might be another notch. It is another notch. Sofia Antonova is taking no prisoners here as she takes the race lead. Kara and Landal. Landal gets Kara back behind him, but that is Sofia Antonova back into the race lead. Oh,
I don't think there wasn't a touch there. Moreira just moved out of the way.
Maybe he felt the pressure. It looked like there was a touch, but there might have not been. Still, Ankurinova using every single trick in the book as Fritz van het Slot is in the pits. Oi, oi, oi. What's happening here? Oh dear. It's Matthew Wattenberg. And it's the same situation as with Jern and Friedman, I believe.
Yeah. As there's Adri Keith, who's gonna try it on Darren Watkins. He's gonna go. Yeah.
They put the pressure on the Canadian. Look at that. Hertz, beautiful move on the San Marino. Tildsey thinking about it. Vit uses the opportunity, but Miran, the battle for the lead is still going on.
Yes, indeed. This is just for second in the championship, I would say, at the moment, as Moreira is looking to line up a move on Ankudinova. Obviously, these two guys at the moment will not be taking the championship, considering Landal is running in third at the moment. And then you have Jack Kara in a brilliant fourth.
Yeah, Jack Kara, he's been shining in the last few races. You know, he has shown that he has pace, he knows what to do. Who knows, maybe he will land himself a nice seat in for the future seasons of MMS Series, as Moreira not giving up his pursuit of Ankudinova. Not really going to the inside just yet, but you can tell that the Portuguese driver is not gonna end it here.
Yeah, Moreira, we know that on his day he is incredible on the pace, and here he goes on the inside line of Sofia Ankurinova into turn one, late on the brakes, and he's gonna be there on the inside line. And even before the exit of the corner, Roberto Moreira retakes the lead of the Gulf Air Bahrain sprint.
Thing is, though, how long will he be able to keep it, as Ankurinova is already on the back of him, as Friedman and Johnson going on to Avgnaget. Johnson uses the fact that Avgnaget has been pushed wide, but doesn't use it fully, as we're going to go back to the front, focusing on a battle. I just say 2 laps to go at this rate. Ankurinova in the slipstream, Landal close behind. At the moment, we would need like a biblical, I hate to use that word, but we would need a biblical miracle for this championship to turn out any other way than Landal being the champion.
Yes. But Roberto Moreira looking to claim his 3rd win of the season, which is absolutely incredible, I would have to say. And I do think he would be up there a lot more with Erik Landal, considering in both German rounds he went pointless. Yeah, obviously those rounds did cost him a lot in the championship, but he's still here fighting for the best of the rest with Sofia Ankurinova.
Meanwhile, Jack Kara thought about making a move on the outside of Landal after he had a very poor exit of turn 3. Ruben Weitz and Avgnaget, 2 Swedes battling for position. Delalami, who's been involved in one major accident, tries to get involved into this little battle, as that's a mistake from Avgnaget, and Delalami beautifully on the outside, he uses it to his advantage. Back to the front though, it is Ankurinova very close to Moreira, and that turn 1 overtaking spot seems to be the favourite for these guys. Here we go, Miran. Final lap of the race, final lap of IndyCar in Season 2, and Ankurinova is going to go for it, to the inside of turn 1, to the inside of Moreira. It's pretty much now or never for these guys. Moreira does try to defend, but Ankurinova went so wide and so deeply as we're getting botted in this phenomenal occasion. God damn it. God damn it. But look at this, Moreira bogged down on the exit out of turns 2. Landal right behind him, Kara right behind, Fraser joins this battle. Landal might not even end up on the podium and win this championship as things currently stand. Here we go into the chicane. We're about to enter the final sector of this race, and we're about to see a new champion being crowned. But here we go.
Yeah, things are gonna get interesting now as we head into the final corner. Is Moreira gonna try a lunge on the inside line? No, he's not gonna get it, and thus it will be for the final race of the season. She's done everything she can today. Sofia Ankudinova will come home in P1 to win at Bahrain, but it does not matter, as coming home in third to win his IndyCar title in his rookie season is Erik Landahl for Archangel Racing Team, as he is the Season 2 IndyCar champion by not winning a single race as well.
Yeah, I think that's
fantastic.
a first in MMS history books. That's insane. And I only have one message to Erik Landahl. Du min world champion! Congratulations! As Bardachenko got damage on the final. But wait, what? Some post-race tension here between Bardachenko and Ankaya.
I think there was a misjudgment there on the cooldown lap.
Might have been so, as Nguyen, someone, a few cars coming into the pits actually. I don't know why. As the San Marino coming in, I think just to pit. But yeah, what a season finale to behold. I mean, that was fantastic. Johannes Avgnaget came into the pits. But yeah, there is your race winner. Sorry, there is your race winner, Sofia Ankudinova, and there is your champion. The fastest lap goes to Adrian Fraser. And I believe the championship has gone in the hands of Archangel Racing Team.
Yes, absolutely. Fantastic season then. Archangel, compared to where they were last season, finishing 13th in the championship, going up all the way to P1. That's absolutely wonderful. And Erik Landahl secures the title in his rookie season. Oh man, I am gonna miss IndyCar.
So will I. But we have new ventures to come to, such as, you know, the next season of Formula 1. LMS is also there, and it's been great so far this season, sorry. Be sure to watch it. Be sure to watch it.
Of
But
course.
yeah, it has been a bit of closing words, because I don't think we will have a race in the coming days. So just a bit of closing words, guys. I really want to thank you for watching the open wheel side of things. And I really want to thank you for sticking with us through 2022, through the amount of changes and weird ideas we've had. And we're looking forward to 2023 with, you know, a new set of rules, a new set of races to host. So yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to 2023 in MMS. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah.
I would just like to say that, I don't know, I agree with you, and to all people watching, MMS would not be possible without its fans, so thank you to you all.
Yes. We have a lot of things planned for 2023. I will already say it. The Unit 250 will be happening. I just gotta clunk the field together, but it will happen. It's a definite situation. But yeah, looking forward to the new F1 season, but before that happens, we have to finish the current one, and that will happen in the following days. But that's in 2023, so you have to wait a bit for that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Driver of the day, can we give? Who do we give it to?
I would like to give it to Erik Landahl, because I think in all of the moments throughout this race, he just kept a calm head and finished on the podium. I mean, you can think how many attempted overtakes there was. Ankudinova pushed him out of the lead twice. And, you know, he still came home for a very, very good podium. So really well done from him today. And I think he kept a really calm head to become IndyCar championship. I think it's a really, really deserved championship from him.
You know what, Miran? I'm not gonna agree. No, of course I agree that it's a deserved championship, but my pick for driver of the day would be Jack Cara. I mean, it's bittersweet, no podium, but I think still that has been one of the best showings out of him this whole season, really. So, yeah, but Eric Landau, deserved champion, definitely will be remembered in MMS for being a champion without a win. But yeah, I think that's it, Miran. I think we have to say goodbye.
Yes. I don't really have anything more to say except thank you for watching IndyCar. It's been a very, very fun ride, I have to say, throughout these 2 seasons. We've had a lot of memorable moments, a lot of highs, a lot of lows, drama, action, everything you can ask for, and a lot of close finishes and a lot of good championship battles. So it's going to be a series that's going to stay in the minds of, I think, a lot of us. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
It definitely has created a few future F1 stars. That's also a given. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to be safe on the roads and wear your seatbelt, and we'll see you in the next one. See you in 2023. Bye bye.
Goodbye.